In today's video, we're going to be doing a geode. So a geode pattern is sort of modeled after a geode rock. The color pattern that we're going to go for, the color palette, is going to be a rainbow. The colors that we're going to use, they're all from Dharma Trading. I have Chinese red, orange crush, bright yellow, forest green, turquoise, and the purple nightshade. This is one I haven't used before. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to clear up some space, and then we're going to talk about a special tool that you need if you want to do a geode. Okay, this is the special tool that you're going to need. This is artificial sinew. It's like a waxed string. Think dental floss, but just a little bit thicker. You need this to create the white lines in the geode. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our shirt. We're going to pick a spot that maybe is less obvious for our very first tie. So this is a recommendation of Corky Lorenz, their channel. I draw on a lot of inspiration from there. So I'm going to pick a spot on the back, and I'm going to get one layer, not two, and I'm going to sort of create like what might look like it's going to be a bullseye, but we're going to fiddle with it just a little bit. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use some sinew to tie at the base of this, and okay, so get a few wraps of the sinew, and then you're going to pull real tight to try and create white lines. Okay, so this we're going to call the first geode. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of make it not just a straight piece of fabric. I want to leave a little bit of waves in there. So let's go ahead and pick that as our second one. All right, I think I'll do one more. Okay, so it's sort of simple as that. Now there's going to be some variation in each one of these geodes, but what I'll do now is I'm going to cut this loose, and then I'm going to start up another spot. I want the geodes to all sort of, it's going to look kind of like an octopus, so I want the next geode to be sort of right adjacent to this one, and I'll start it from the base. But now that you've seen one, I'm going to do the rest, and I'll speed it up so you can kind of see what it's all going to look like at the end. Okay, there's two. This one looks nicer than this one. That was one of the recommendations on Corky Lorenz's channel, is start with an inconspicuous place on the shirt, because you sort of, I don't know, get better at it as you go, or you're reminded of how it should all feel. So now I'm just going to go ahead and speed through the rest of this, and then we'll see what it looks like right before we put on the dye, and then the next step will be dyeing. Sort of starting to take shape. I think I can probably get about 3 or 4 more tentacles onto this guy, and then we'll see how it looks. Kind of cool looking, right? I think so. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, well, I'm going to get this, we're going to change up the setup here, and I'm going to get my dyeing stuff ready, and then we'll talk about how we are going to dye this. All right, so here's the plan. We're going to do rainbow colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and I am going to do each one of these little nubs is going to get its own color. So I'm doing all liquid dye, and I'm going to try not to butt up colors that don't blend nicely. So I'm going to try and follow that red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple pattern down a stripe. But let's do this. Let's do first Chinese red. Okay, well, who knows, right? Cool thing about these geodes is that no two are going to be even remotely similar, just because of how much complexity there is to the folding. And the colors are going to make lots of secondary colors as they bleed together and as the little tentacles tapped onto each other. There's going to be some cool stuff in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this sit for 24 hours, and then I will bring it back to the table. We'll see how it looks before we do the washout. All right, here we are. It's the next day. I've already rinsed this out, so here's a couple of pictures of what it looked like prior to me doing the rinse out. I think it's pretty cool looking. As I was actually rinsing this thing out, do you ever have the urge, like when you pick up a pair of tongs, you have to do like a test tong? It's like obligatory, right? Or you see a dog and it does a stretch and you're legally required to say, ooh, big stretch. As I was moving this thing through the water, I was getting the urge to like go... It's a little creepy, no? I think it's cool looking. But I was pondering, how am I going to pop this open for a reveal? And I don't think there's an elegant way to do it because it's going to take quite a while to unwrap all of this. So I think what I'm going to do is something a little different than normal. I'm going to get this completely washed out, and then I'll bring it back and we'll pop it open on the table once it's completely done. All right, well, tell me what you think. Okay, I think that this turned out super cool. I don't know that I've seen a rainbow geode. They're often done in like more neutral colors, right? Like closer to actual rocks. Lots of purples and taupes and browns, but this looks great. So there's some pretty neat stuff happening in areas like this here where the sinew sort of got bunched up around a corner. So that's just a sign that don't be too careful, you know. It's okay if it doesn't look perfect. Now on the back, one last shout out to Corky Lorenz. They said start on the back because your geodes are going to improve. This is the first geode that I did, and this little green blotchy area is the only thing that I can see that I wasn't like totally stoked about. And it's on the back, it's on the bottom, and it's honestly not terrible. There's some pretty neat stuff going on the back too, but this turned out great, and I hope you think so too. Thank you so much for watching.